Most people think being broke is the worst thing that can happen to you. I used to believe that too, until I realized there's something even more dangerous. Trying too hard to be rich. It sounds strange, right? But when you're chasing money with everything you've got, it's easy to fall into traps that actually slow you down. You start saying yes to the wrong opportunities, making rush decisions, and chasing quick wins that pull you away from real progress. I've seen it happen to friends. I've done it myself, and the pattern is always the same. More effort, less reward. Here's the twist. Being broke can sometimes give you an advantage. It forces you to think clearly, focus on what really matters, and build habits that quietly set you up for long-term success. In this video, I'm going to unpack why chasing wealth too aggressively can backfire, and why, in some cases, starting from less can get you further than you ever imagined. So let's start with number 1. Chasing short-term gains over long-term stability. When you're fixated on becoming rich as quickly as possible, every decision starts to be about speed. You look for the thing that's going to double your money the fastest, the job with the highest paycheck right now, the side hustle that can blow up overnight. And while that sounds logical on the surface, it's actually one of the most dangerous traps. Here's why. Short-term opportunities often come with short-term thinking. They push you into quick wins that feel good now, but rarely hold up over time. You might jump into a trendy investment without really understanding it, or take on work that pays well today but teaches you nothing valuable for the future. I've been there. I once took a high-paying freelance project that ate up all my time for months. It looked great in my bank account for a little while, but once it ended, I had nothing new to show for it. No skill growth, no ongoing income stream, no future stability. I was right back where I started, except more tired. Broke people don't usually have the luxury of chasing quick wins. They're forced to think about sustainability. They have to ask, how do I make sure I can pay next month's bills? That kind of thinking pushes you toward building systems and habits that last, like learning a new trade, starting something that brings repeat customers, or managing expenses more carefully. Ironically, that steady approach can get you to wealth faster than constant chasing. Trying to be rich quickly often leads to burnout, debt, or wasted years in unstable ventures. Playing the long game isn't as exciting at first, but it's the difference between a shaky pile of cash and a foundation that can hold up for decades. Number 2. Making riskier decisions out of desperation. When you're desperate to hit a big number fast, your judgment changes. You convince yourself that a huge risk is worth it because it might be the one thing that finally works. And sometimes, sure, big risks pay off. But when you take them for the wrong reasons, out of impatience or fear, you're stacking the odds against yourself. People in this mindset often ignore red flags. They'll pour money into a business they barely researched, or invest in something because a friend swore it's a once-in-a-lifetime chance. They'll stretch their finances thin, hoping for a huge return without considering what happens if it doesn't work. When I first started learning about investing, I put a big chunk of my savings into a startup a friend told me about. I didn't read the contract carefully, didn't ask the hard questions, and didn't think about the downside. 6 months later, the company folded. I lost it all. That loss set me back years. When you're broke, you can't afford that kind of recklessness. You tend to analyze things more, double-check your options, and protect the little you have. That cautiousness might feel limiting, but it also shields you from catastrophic mistakes. Trying to be rich too hard flips that mindset. You start swinging for home runs every time instead of hitting singles and doubles that add up. And the truth is, most fortunes aren't built on one lucky swing. They're built on steady, smart plays over and over. Number 3. Neglecting skill building for money chasing. When the only thing on your mind is how can I get rich fast, you start skipping the unglamorous but critical part of the journey, Building skills. Skills are the real currency. They're what allow you to adapt, create, and grow income streams no matter how the world changes. But when you're in full money chase mode, skills take a back seat to whatever pays most today. Think about it. If you choose a job solely because it pays more now, you might ignore learning a skill that could multiply your earning potential tenfold later. It's like eating instant noodles every night because it's cheap and quick. It fills you for now, but it's not nourishing your long-term health. I've seen people hop from one high-paying gig to another without ever mastering anything. And then, when the market changes or that job disappears, they're stuck starting over because they never built a solid toolkit of abilities. Chasing fast money can be like running on a treadmill. Lots of motion, no forward progress. Skill building, on the other hand, is more like planting trees. It's slow at first, but soon you're sitting under your own forest of opportunities.
Number 4. Spending to look rich instead of becoming rich. One of the sneakiest ways trying to be rich slows you down is lifestyle inflation, the urge to look wealthy before you actually are. This is where you start buying things not because you need them, but because they make you feel like you're already in that quote rich unquote category. It's not just about flashy cars or designer clothes. Sometimes it's smaller, quieter purchases, fancy dinners, the latest tech, or an apartment upgrade that slowly bleed you dry. These things don't help you get rich, they just keep you working to maintain the image. I remember a guy I knew who got a big bonus at work and immediately leased a luxury car. He said, "It's an investment in my image." 6 months later, he was stressed about the payments and couldn't take a vacation because he was always catching up on bills. That, quote, image, unquote, didn't buy him freedom, it trapped him. When you're broke, you can't fake it. You're forced to live below your means because you have no choice. Ironically, that habit, spending less than you earn, is the exact one most millionaires credit for their success. Trying to look rich before you actually are is like building a house with painted cardboard walls. It might fool some people for a while, but it's not going to protect you when a real storm hits. Real wealth comes from assets and stability, not appearance. Number 5. Falling for hot opportunities instead of proven strategies. When you're desperate to be rich quickly, you start scanning for the next big thing. Crypto pumps, meme stocks, get-rich-quick courses, secret real estate plays. These often sound exciting and promise quick results, but here's the problem. The faster the reward, the higher the risk, and the less control you have. I've seen so many people jump into something because everyone else was making money from it, only to get in late and lose most of what they put in. The truth is, proven strategies like long-term investing, skill-based entrepreneurship, or steady business growth don't make headlines, but they quietly make millionaires. When you're broke, you don't have the luxury to gamble big chunks of money. You're forced to focus on safer plays, improving your skills, building a network, starting something small but sustainable. And ironically, those boring moves often end up creating lasting wealth. Trying to get rich fast is like trying to grow a tree by yanking on its branches. You might feel like you're helping it along, but really you're just damaging the roots. Number 6. Ignoring the power of compounding. One of the biggest costs of chasing fast money is that you never give compounding a chance to work its magic. Whether it's money in investments, knowledge from books, or trust in relationships, compounding turns small, consistent actions into massive results over time. If you're always hopping from one idea to the next, you reset the clock every time. Your investments don't have time to grow, your skills don't reach mastery, and your reputation doesn't have time to solidify. When you're broke, you're often forced to stick with one thing for a while because you can't afford to jump around. This means your small, consistent efforts actually start stacking up. That's the very principle most wealthy people swear by. Stay in the game long enough, and the returns start to snowball. Trying to get rich fast is like planting a seed today and digging it up tomorrow to see if it's grown. You don't just lose patience, you lose the reward entirely. Number 7. trading freedom for the illusion of success. When you're chasing quick riches, you often trade your time, peace, and even values for the appearance of being successful. You might overwork yourself, take on deals you don't believe in, or align with people you don't trust, just because you think it will get you to your goal faster. I've seen people start businesses not because they cared about the product, but because they thought it was a fast path to money. They hated every second of it. And even if they made a little profit, they burned out or lost motivation quickly. When you're broke, ironically, you have a clearer sense of freedom. You're not trapped by keeping up appearances. You're focused on surviving, building honestly, and making decisions that match your values. And that foundation is what allows you to build something real and keep it. Chasing quick success is like running on a treadmill. You're exhausted, but you're not moving forward in a way that matters. Number 8. Underestimating the cost of mistakes. When you try to get rich fast, every decision feels like it has to be a big win. That pressure often leads to rushing, skipping research, or making emotional choices. And here's the painful truth. Big risks come with big mistakes, and those mistakes can set you back years. If you have $10,000 and you lose half because you jumped into a bad deal, that's not just a $5,000 loss. It's also the time you'll spend recovering, the trust you'll have to rebuild, and the opportunities you'll miss while patching the hole. When you're broke, you tend to take smaller, more calculated steps. Yes, progress might feel slower, but your mistakes are also smaller and easier to recover from. This steady approach means you keep moving forward, even if the pace doesn't impress anyone on Instagram. Chasing fast money makes you play a game where one bad move can wipe you out. Building slow wealth makes sure every move, even a wrong one, still keeps you in the game. Number 9. Missing the joy of the climb. When you're obsessed with getting rich fast, you forget that the journey is where most of the real satisfaction comes from. You're so focused on the destination, some magic number in your bank account, that you miss the small wins, the lessons, and the stories you'll one day tell. I've met people who hit their financial goal way earlier than they expected, and they weren't as happy as they thought they'd be. Why? Because they skipped the climb. They didn't build the habits, the skills, or the memories that make wealth truly rewarding. They reached the mountaintop, but had no reason to love it, because they didn't fall in love with the process. When you're broke and building, every little milestone feels like a victory. Your first $1,000 saved, your first client, your first investment that actually grows. That's the stuff you remember. That's the stuff that changes you. The truth is, if you only live for the end, you're going to spend 99% of your life feeling like you're not there yet. But if you enjoy the climb, you've already won, even before you reach the top. Here's the bonus takeaway. You know, most people think being broke is the worst thing in the world, but I've seen it. Being broke can make you resourceful, creative, and hungry in ways that being comfortably chasing rich never will. The hustle, the learning, the small wins, that's where the real wealth begins. Money just magnifies who you already are. So if you become someone strong and capable while you're still climbing, the view from the top will feel a whole lot better. If this hit home for you, don't just move on to the next video. Hit that subscribe button, drop a like, and share this with someone who needs to hear it today. Your support is what keeps this channel alive and pushes me to bring you more ideas that actually make a difference. And I'd love to hear your thoughts, so leave a comment. I read every single one.